Hi, my name is Garrett Christopher, and this is my YouTube channel. It's called Garrett Sports Take. Right now, we're in the middle of talking about football, the NFL, and I'm kind of giving my predictions for the divisions, each division for the 2021 season. Preseason has just begun, and yeah, I just want to put out there what I think is going to happen this upcoming season. I'm no guru, but I know sports a little bit. But if you're looking for fantasy numbers, I'm not the one. I'm just talking about teams overall with a few little hints about certain players and how I see things coming up, and leave it at that. So. Yeah, by the way, if you get a chance, please visit GaretChristopher.com. You'll find out more about me. I'm a self-published author. I've got 4 books, working on a 5th, which is a sci-fi series called The Takeover. I'm really excited about that one. I currently have 2 audiobooks available on Audible. The Takeover will also be released with an audiobook. I'm doing that as we speak, and again, really excited about that. I also do a weekly podcast available on Soundcloud and Spotify, and I have 2 other YouTube channels. There's Garrett's Movie Take, where I try to convince you why my movies are really great movies, and Garrett's Take. And right now I'm in the middle of a very important subject, homelessness, and just trying to find out more about it and what I can do to help my community with that dire situation. Anyway, hey, thanks for checking in. So far I've talked about the AFC East, and I've talked about the NFC West. Today I want to talk about the AFC West. I say today, I actually just did the NFC West taping a little bit ago. I'm just jumping into this one now. As you can see, I'm wearing the same jersey I did for the other one. I was too lazy to switch. Any case, so the Chiefs, right? No one's going to overtake them in the AFC West. Sorry, Charger fans. By the way, I have a friend, Aaron, who is a big-time diehard Charger fan. And I'm sorry, Aaron, but your Chargers are going to end up in the same place they did this past year. Let me tell a quick story. So a few years ago, I'm watching television, and it's a Sunday, and I'm just going through some sports. I think my Dolphins already lost their game. And they play early games usually because they're on the East Coast. So it's now 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to flip through channels, and the Raider game is on, and I'll check it out for a second. So Derek Carr, who is the current quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders, at the time it was the Oakland Raiders, excuse me. He's going on the sideline, and I'm looking at him. And I'm looking at they have just a close-up of his face. I'm looking at his eyes. And I thought about it. Carr, C-A-R-R. Way back when in Bakersfield, California, and this is in 1984, well before you were born, I'm sure, or you were just a kid in diapers. I worked at Vaughn's grocery store. I was a bag boy. And a very good one, by the way. I was the bag-off champion, just so you know. That's just for my region, though. Anyway, so there was a guy in the produce department by the name of Roger Carr, R-O-D-G-E-R, Carr, C-A-R-R. Roger Carr was tall, didn't play college football, but he was a heck of a kicker and a punter, and had actually thought about trying out, and whatnot, because for an NFL team, but because he had no college experience, I guess couldn't get his foot in the door. Now, at the time, I remember he had a son by the name of David. Derek wasn't born yet. As I'm looking at Derek Carr's eyes, I'm like, I know those eyes. I worked with his dad. So if any of the Carrs, Derek, David, Roger, any of you ever see this, Mr. Carr, talking about Roger, sorry, no offense, Derek, but I'd rather talk to your dad. You're a great quarterback. I'm not saying that, but your dad was instrumental with me as a young adult coming up and going into college. And your dad actually helped me get with my deposit for my dorm room. I really want to talk to him. I think I spoke to him like once or twice once college began and never touched base again. So please, if one of the Carrs see this, please let Roger know to get in contact with me. I want to say hello. How are you doing? And I appreciate you. And yeah, how are things going? Any case. So I just thought I'd throw that plug in there, but it's a true story. Okay, so Kansas City is going to be Kansas City. Again, they're going to lose maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 games because of the extra game in the season. And I believe that the Raiders just don't have the horses to jump in there. When you're playing Kansas City, there's 2 losses right there, more than likely. They'll go 1-1 against the Chargers, as they normally do, and then of course, taking up the bottom of the pack, the Broncos. Is it curious that John Elway, one of the greatest athletes / quarterbacks of my generation, can't seem to find a quarterback? Can't draft and can't choose a quarterback that lead this organization. Kind of odd, right? I see him as a very intelligent guy, but for whatever reason, just things have not panned out. And I don't see that they have anyone solid, you know, between Terry Bridgewater and Drew Lock, no one solid to lead them into any kind of a even 500 season. So I think they're going to win, 5-6 games again. Kansas City will make it up, right? So for that division, you'll have the Chargers and the Raiders kind of sit in the middle around 500, that 500 bubble, because I don't think the Raiders have enough on the receiving core or the running back core to really kind of stand out. And in that division, you can have a couple of teams that are going to be in the middle. The Chargers, as well as the rookie quarterback did last year, just came out of, Justin Herbert came out of nowhere. Not nowhere, but as far as I don't think anyone really expected that out of him. And this guy was just, oh my goodness, Dan Fouts all over again, right? Well, to a degree. Sorry, Dan. I'm not saying it's you, but that type ability and that kind of a thing. But will we see a sophomore jinx? Will teams gear up? Because, the running game and all that is not, I just don't see anything taking them over the top. And in the AFC, you've got a few teams that are really like, at the top there. They're going to take up a lot of the wins. And a couple of teams like the Jets, like the Broncos, unfortunately, they're going to take up a lot of the losses. And then a bunch of teams kind of in the middle. And then, of course, my Dolphins will be somewhere above that to make it into the wild card. In any case, so that's what I see happening. So really the same thing as this past year. And you have to question, should the Chiefs have not won the Super Bowl? You had an injury there. That could have cost them that bowl. So they're going to be right there, right, all over again. I don't see that falling off of there. So much the same. So my prediction there, 14, maybe 15 wins for the Chiefs, 4, 5, 6 wins for the Broncos. And then I think that both the Chargers and the Raiders will be hard pressed to get to 8 wins, for the season coming up. So that's my take on that one. Not a whole lot of juice there. But I had to tell my story about Roger Carr, Derek's dad. In any case, hey, thanks so much for checking in. My name is Garet Christopher. This is Garet's Sports Take, and you have a great day. Thank you very much. GoPro, stop recording.